What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Michael Hunter. Of course, we know Michael Hunter, his last fight was against Alexander Povetkin, okay? And they duked it out to a draw December 7th, 2019. And since then, he hasn't been active, but a lot of fighters haven't been, due to Corona. However, Hunter was dropped from Matchroom recently, okay, and now he's a free agent and he's looking for more fights. Now, based on what we witnessed last weekend, okay, Dillian Whyte was knocked out in the 5th round. He was doing a great job against Povetkin until getting caught and knocked out cold. However, the American fighter Michael Hunter went 12 rounds with this guy and had a draw, which a lot of people, didn't dispute because it was a pretty close fight. Povetkin hurt him early. He hurt Povetkin late as Povetkin started to run out of gas. So the question you ask yourself is, where do you rank Michael Hunter? Could Michael Hunter be the next American heavyweight? Okay, because we know Deontay Wilder, he had his pound of flesh. He had his first loss, but Michael Hunter's also had his first loss to Alexander Usyk. Okay, so Usyk was the only person to beat Michael Hunter. However, Michael Hunter had a draw with a guy that upset Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte hasn't been beaten since, 2015, 14? So it's been a very long time since someone has been able to do that to Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte was the guy that was the resistance in the heavyweight division on Matchroom, okay? And though now that we see other fighters and their performances against Povetkin, you can only compare by default. How would Michael Hunter do with the rest of these heavyweights? Okay, he was able to survive and score a draw against Povetkin. Okay, the hard-hitting, looping, counter-punching, rangy, sturdy punching Povetkin. Okay, so you have to look at the differences between the styles. Okay, what Michael Hunter can do, because now his name is right up there with Povetkin, because the last time he fought was against Povetkin. Okay, that's exactly why, people, different fighters match up. These rematches, these redos, all this stuff, it's getting old, because each and every time we see two different fighters that never fought before match up, we see something special, we see something different, and most importantly, we see something spontaneous. Look at Dillian Whyte and Povetkin. They never fought each other. Neither did Andy and Anthony, right? Ruiz and Joshua, they never fought each other before. We saw something special. Sure, the rematch said something else, but it happens when these guys get in there with someone that has their own skill set, have their own style of fighting, and how their styles match up. Okay, and yet in Saturday night or Saturday morning, wherever you were at, we seen and witnessed Povetkin knock out Dillian Whyte. But I think the killing thing was with Whyte and Povetkin that they were new fighters that are fresh, and these guys never fought each other before. Okay, and see, the more we see different fights, the more you're going to see surprises and upsets like this. Yes, I've said it. Okay, Michael Hunter was beat by Usyk. Usyk is undefeated, right? Now, can Michael Hunter beat Dillian Whyte? These are questions you ask yourself. Why? Because Michael Hunter's up there in the whole scheme of things. Let's look at another example. Let's see. We have Konowski. Konowski beat Gerald Washington, right? All right. Well, Gerald Washington beat the Nordic Nightmare, right? He beat the Nordic Nightmare, but the Nordic Nightmare knocked out Kalnaki. Kalnaki knocked out Gerald Washington. Okay? Chris Martin knocked out Gerald Washington. But, of course, Gerald Washington has the win over the Nordic Nightmare. Okay? So it's one of those things where these guys are going to fight and you're going to see different results, because that's how boxing's supposed to go. Okay, so a lot of these fights that you just blow by the wayside and you think to yourself like, oh, it's going to be a boring fight. Remember something and keep something in mind. When two fighters with two different styles that never clashed before, you may see something special. Okay, saying all that to say about Michael Hunter, I'm very interested to see what he's going to do, because I know this gives him a spark of confidence. That gives him some positive vibes, so to speak, because he know, hey, I've been in there 12 rounds with this guy. I've been able to hurt this guy. Dillian White also hurt this guy, dropped this guy twice, but I didn't get knocked out by that guy, Povetkin. So it looks very good for Michael Hunter, and if I'm Michael Hunter, I can see myself and should see myself in a very positive place. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Michael Hunter and his chances of being the next great American heavyweight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.